Hey guys, what's going on? This is your old pal CHH. We're definitely doing something a little bit different today. Excuse if you hear some piddle paddle down there. That's the dogs, or City calls them the producers. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Now this was sent from ViaVision. You guys know how I roll. I always make sure you know if it's a review product or something they want me to do a video on. So that's what this is. Surprise! I mean, look at it. It's, you know, this is what I'm calling like the hold my beer of physical media now. No, I'm not jaded to think I'm going to do a video and convince a bunch of you to say, oh my God, I've got to go out and buy that. But what's cool about this is one thing I will say is with ViaVision, if they do put out a movie you really love, and they will do a hold my beer version, and sometimes they do stuff that I see people go nuts for. That Never Ending Story was really, really cool. Now, when they said they were going to send me Dune, I knew Sydney, my wife, was going to be happy because she loves David Lynch. And, you know, David Lynch fans, they love everything that David Lynch does, even Inland Empire, God bless them. But this release, when I got this, I read the description, I was like, it's a sandbox. I couldn't believe it. So there's a lot of stuff in here that blows my mind. We're going to look at everything in here. But first, let's take this thing out. Sydney, you come in a little bit tighter. I'm going to pull this thing out for the audience. 1 second. If I can get it out. So first things first, I'm actually going to put this upside down. You're going to see something happening right now. You're going to see sand trickling down. What this does is it drops all that sand down. It takes a little bit of time. And can you get the speckle on that real quick? Like, look at this box that it's in. It's like a fish boat. So when you flip it over, obviously Dune is a very sandy movie, and you can see all that sand just trickling down. It's a really cool look. So yeah, like I said, this is a hold my beer version of Dune, which is really cool. And the image is, oh, look at that, it even sparkles. If you're a fan of the movie, you know it's sparkling because it's spice. I read the description on it, I was like, okay, so it's got sand in it, but visually that's pretty amazing, and the image is actually really high quality. Now here's what's on the back of it. You get an image of those nasty suckers. Yeah, what can I say? Dune's an interesting film because it definitely has a massive fan base. I know Arrow put it out, and there was rumor about some documentary that was supposed to be on it that David Lynch axed, but nobody ever could give a concrete answer on what the case was with that. So on the back of this, I'll let people kind of get a look of the features and all the stuff it comes with. As you can see, there's going to be more than this, than just a movie in here. And we're going to look at the stuff that it includes, and I'm pretty blown away by something. So you guys know that when you buy collector's versions, they come with posters. Scream Factory, I think, has 18 by 24s. Arrow Video has 16 by 24s. ViaVision said, fuck that. We're doing 27 by 40 theatrical folded posters. So I have taken a gander at this. This blew me away, and I'm framing this sucker and putting it up, and I love the fact that it is folded, not rolled, because movies back in the day, I think when they would send these posters out to the movie theaters, they would come folded, and I like that look. To me, it looks authentic. So let's see. I'm going to slide this thing out, and let's see what we got. I think it does come all the way out, yeah, and just this thing by itself is heavy. We'll put that to the side. All right. So this is by far my favorite thing. So we have to look at this. And even Sydney was like, damn, that's pretty cool. So, wow, it's got a strong smell. It actually smells like those booklets. So this paper, I think, is the actual material that they use for theatrical one-sheets. It's really nice. So let me unfold this. And, you know, I've talked about this before on live streams all the time. We plan on closing in that garage. I was telling Sydney, tell me if I'm going to recreate like a movie room that like a movie like Dune isn't the perfect poster. So look at this gorgeous, I'll back up, this gorgeous 27 by 40 poster of Dune. Like, are you kidding me? That genuinely won me over when I read that and we pulled it out. And the material, this kind of paper, I mean, it really feels like that poster material, and the image is, I mean, it's out of this world. I think for all intents and purposes, this may be exact, like if they use the exact same stuff for this, the way this was made back in the day, it would be like it was a real one sheet. So take that into consideration. I don't know if they've done this with all of their special kind of hold my beer releases, but I hope they continue this. This is a brilliant way to differentiate yourself. All right, the next thing we have right here is This is a comic book. Wow, let's get a shot of that. You can come in tight, Sydney. This is Dune, the official comic adaptation of the spectacular new film. We'll flip through some pages of this. Sydney was just telling me that the back of this says that this is a reissue of what the real comic was back in the day then. It definitely has a vintage look to it. And, I mean, look at that. I'll just breeze through a few pages for you guys to see. Look at that. Very cool. Like I said, I mean, releases like this that ViaVision does, you know, the beauty is when they do these kinds of sets, they definitely pick stuff out. They don't just do this for any movie they do. They make sure these are movies with big fan bases, which is really cool. Now the next thing we'll look, we still got more, and I like that presentation. We'll do this next. We'll do this next. How about that? Now this is, let me read this, A World Beyond Experience, Beyond Your Imagination, Dune. I believe this is a book about the making of the film. Yeah, you can come in tight on that. This is the book of Dune, and again, we'll give you a little good preview of that. All right, so we got a lot of cool pictures in here, and there should be some writing throughout this. Here we go. The Dune Reader, Volume 1. Here we go. Yeah, so there you go. Nice booklet all about the making of the film. And I bet you this was just a hellish film to make. I mean, I don't even think David Lynch really talks about Dune that much, you know, which is an interesting thing. But it's got its fan base, that's for sure. And for the record, I really liked the new ones too. I liked Part 1 better than Part 2. Some people like Part 2 more. But the most important thing, and the thing you probably, at this point, were like, well, that, you know, oh, there's a movie that comes with this? Yes. So I believe ViaVision does offer this, like just like this. So if you want this too, this is the actual Dune release. You come in tight on that. Should have a little bit of a hologram look. I don't know if it moves that much, but it just has that look. You can see the title and stuff move. And that's Kyle in the front, right? It's got to be Kyle. All right, so let's see what's in here. All right, so we've got our Dune cards. We'll flip through these. Correct me if I'm wrong, but with Dune, I don't know if it was the studio that did this or if it was David himself, but apparently like the intro of the movie with that woman explaining the story was kind of a way to try to make the movie make sense, because I think it was the studio that wasn't really like David. This movie's all over the place, which is why people love David Lynch films. Last but not least, here's the release, Dune, our 4K, which actually says imprint on it, because I think imprint and ViaVision are the same thing. Now we'll take a look at this, get a look at the special features. I want to say that this actually has a documentary on it. There's a ton of stuff on here. It does have Dolby Vision, DTS HD audio. It's a collaboration from Imprint, Lionsgate, and ViaVision. But wow, that is a ton of features. So, and I'd have to go back and look. I'm not sure. I doubt that this thing is missing anything that the Arrow release did. It actually may have more. And let's see. We have the theatrical version on, this is a 4K. We have the theatrical version on Blu-ray. Jesus. We have the extended TV version and the documentary and special features. Good God, you got 3 versions. So the theatrical version is on 4K. And then you have the other theatrical version disc, which is on a Blu-ray. And then here we have it right here. This is the extended TV version, which I don't think I've ever watched the extended TV version. I don't know if that's what's on the streaming sites or anything like that. And then the documentary disc. So great job with the artwork on all these. And like I said, you can order Dune from ViaVision, I think, just like this. If you just want to get this. Some people might say this is a little much for their style. I should show the back of this. I don't know if I showed the back of the case. But this is cool. Listen, there's nothing to be jaded about. These things are expensive. These kinds of releases, they are what they are. They are expensive releases. But these are for people that are mega fans of certain movies. And like I said, I think it's cool that ViaVision and Imprint do things like this. Because if you are a fan, there's not much left that you wouldn't be able to have. And they do this, like I said, they pick good titles to do this for. like Halloween. Now, again, not everybody's going to want to get that, even Halloween fans, but they're selling. There's no doubt about that. One more time, we have to look at this because this is the coolest thing. The poster absolutely looks like a real and feels like a real one sheet. So that's getting hung up. That's going to be framed, and I might surround it with VHS tapes or something like that. Gorgeous. Look at that. So I do thank Imprint Films for allowing me to review this and unbox this for the audience to see. And guys, keep an eye on them above anything else with ViaVision, because like I said, they do this for a number of titles, and you know, you can tell when people are excited about certain titles that they do this for, because the fans they get up in arms in a good way about it when they do stuff. Like I said, I know the Never Ending Story one was a smash hit, you know, it was. So very, very cool. I really like this, and just as a display piece too, I love the actual, you know, the sand and the spice and all that. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Even if you're not interested in like a movie like Dune, keep your eyes on ViaVision. You never know if they're going to pick your favorite movie to do something crazy like this. So thank you guys for watching, and I do appreciate you, ViaVision, for allowing me to do a video on this and show this off to my audience. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts on Dune down below. It's interesting with David Lynch fans. Some love it, some hate it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.